Wonderful man, and he wrestled with alligators in youth. This is Bill Tarlin.
Woo! Yeah!
It's been a long time. Maybe young, 4 years. Like 4 years younger, 4 years older. I'm going to sit, start chanting if a flag goes up, because I'm not going to look at them. So it's been a long time. I got so much energy from this place over the years. I started taking it to other venues where they just don't get the hippie thing at all.
And Bill also helped design the Brilliantly Mad magazine, the last one, if you guys seen it.
Nice.
So he's
Sweet. You must all have your copies by now. All right, so let's just roll right into it. This is called Your Music Sucks. In evening dosed from the tree, and her eyes opened, and her eye blazed. In evening put her hands in the air, and she said, "Everybody, put your hands in the air." And she went through the garden with her hands in the air, and everything was illuminated, and everything was dancing. And because her eyes were open, she saw that everything in the garden was a series, and that every series was a list. And in a series of steps, evening found dawn, and his hands hung at his side. So she said, "Put your hands in the air. Eat this and put your hands in the air." And dawn ate, and he saw that everything was illuminated. Evening saw that dawn's music was on, and because everything was illuminated, she saw his list. "You like boy bands?" She cried, and she fell into fits of laughter, and dawn was ashamed and made a cover for his pod with figures. Evening was still turned on and illuminated, so dawn saw her list too. It was filled with the songs of her childhood that he used to rib her about. "You still listen to that?" he said, and he mocked her nakedness. And evening was ashamed and made a cover for her past out of figures. And because the figures of evening and dawn were exhausting, the serpent coiled in their sex and went to sleep. Who doesn't want to go on? All the successful accidents from a single cell dividing and onward, culminating but not limited to the little pencil that comes with miniature dolls. Single panel cartoons captioned "Blank is," where blank is love, friendship, happiness, and the little ellipses lisp into the myth of significance, a muffle, the suffering symmetry of thistledown. Everything is symmetrical. This should take me out. Breathe into the places that you can. Breathe into your lungs, you're doing it anyway. You're not holding your breath even though you could, you're letting it circulate with volition. You can breathe the breath into your hands and you can hold it there. It circulates. If a window is open, it travels. Breathe it back in. You can breathe into your sinuses, you can breathe into your throat, you can breathe shallow into the top of your lungs. You can breathe deep into the depths of your lungs, you can breathe into the diaphragm that pulls the lungs. And you can breathe into the swell belly that rises and falls. You can breathe into the sweet creases of the body at rest. You can breathe into the padded glutes that cushion you at your desk. You can breathe into the work. You can breathe into the knots the work makes in your gut. You can breathe into the hips that twerk off the work. You can breathe into your stiff leg. You can breathe into your trick knee, and you can breathe into your toes. Every toe. Breathe into one piggy digit at a time. Breathe left foot, 4, 3, 2. Breathe right, 4, 3, 2. Pinky toe breath. You can breathe into the tendons. You can breathe into your marrows. Breathe out your garlic. Breathe your breath mint. Your mouthwash and tobacco. You can breathe into your neighbor's personal space. You can breathe a breath of ice, courteously clenched. Then throw it. Thaw it. Breathe it into the fire. Change its course. You can blow them into hovering blimps. You can breathe into passing fancies. Flashing ticker tape advertisements of your passages, you breathe into time, breathe high, breathe close, breathe into Lowe's ear.